This is madness. I doubt if ICE is going to raid July 4th celebrations looking for migrants. I mean, why are we celebrating citizens or penalizing citizens for celebrating the country's birthday for non-citizens? Why are we doing that? In moments, we'll see the president kick off the 250th celebration of America. This is necessary to recall our origins, to teach the young, and to recognize the blessings of liberty that we Americans, all Americans, have been given by our ancestors. Happy birthday, America. I hope we don't have to create an opposition march to celebrate it. Joining me now is Tomi Lahren, Fox News contributor, host of Tomi Lahren is Fearless on Outkick. Tomi, thanks for being here. Nobody's saying these people can't protest, but doesn't this tenor of protest miss the point of the holiday?
Well, certainly it does. But Raymond, I got to say, I think a lot of these individuals who want to spend their July 4th and their July 4th weekend protesting America, maybe they just don't have anything better to do. Maybe they don't have friends and family that want to spend time with them with, fireworks or hot dogs at the pool. Maybe this is their idea of fun, and that's why they do it in all major holidays and usually during the work week while everyone else is working as well. There's so many protests now I can't keep up. It was No Kings and now it's Free America. But to your point, Free America from what? I don't think they could tell you. But I think that there are some of these folks that go out there and do these protests against America because they think America would be better off if it was less like America, if it was more like a third world nation. They want to bring that here. They want to change our country fundamentally. They don't like our Constitution. They don't like the Declaration of Independence. But Raymond, many of them, well, they refuse to leave the country that they say they hate. So at the end of the day, I think in the back of their mind, somewhere deep in their soul, they love America. They'll just never admit it out loud or to themselves. So they protest instead of eating a hot dog. Yeah, I feel badly for them.
I'm going to talk to Charlie Kirk about this later, but I couldn't believe the number of young people, Tomi, who actually saw no reason to celebrate America. They were very disgruntled about the whole experiment in liberty. A protest group called the People's Union USA is organizing what they call an economic blackout for July 4th. This is what the founder said on Instagram a few days ago.
This is the most important boycott of the year. It's about walking away from the illusion they've built and reclaiming what it actually means to be free. Do not go to the parades. Do not gather at the fireworks shows. Don't wave a flag for a country that no longer waves it for you. There is no independence to celebrate right now.
Tomi, your reaction, no independence. What does he think his boycott is?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, he's sitting on Instagram, which is another American innovation, this country that he hates that allows him to sit there and make a selfie video for the world to see. But I would just say this, Raymond, there is a silver lining in all of this because these individuals that truly do hate America, we maybe don't want them at the parades and the fireworks celebration. Maybe we'd be better off if they did protest somewhere else and they leave our great American traditions to people who love this country, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, who still love this country. And they can sit home or they can go to a protest. We'd probably be better off. These events will probably smell better, look better. I think this is actually a subtle win.
Well, a part of me wishes everybody could come together over at least the unifying ideal of what it means to be an American, and part of this American experiment. But I guess some don't want to be a part of the festivity, so what can you do? Tomi, have a happy July 4th.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.